Hi guys!
Hey y'all!
Welcome back to Y'all Hearing This. My name is Kay. Thank you so much for coming and joining us.
Yes, and my name is Honeybee, or you can call me B, and whichever you choose is alright with who?
Us.
Period.
That's right.
Yes.
We are so excited. So every Wednesday we pick an artist of the week. We do a bit of a deeper dive, watch a couple MVs, watch a dance practice live, watch a guide, and then we do this right here, which is our podcast where we talk all about it.
Mm-hmm.
And this week we got to know a little bit more about a group called EXID. I'm sorry, we still have no idea how to say it.
Right, we literally have been trying to figure it out.
But so let us know in the comments for sure. But wow, I really like them. They won a podcast poll. It's definitely been recommended that we check them out too. So I'm excited that we finally got a chance to. And
you had it right. It's EXID.
EXID.
Because
okay.
it stands for Exceed in Dreaming.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yes.
I like it. So EXID. Good. At least I know I'm saying it correctly.
I feel that.
Yeah. So we just watched a guide, one of the unhelpful guides, which I do love for getting to know the members. So that was a lot of fun. And I took some notes. So if you need them, let me know.
Yes.
But tell me, what was your takeaway? Who are some of your favorite members, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera?
I really liked, actually, I just had it up because I was looking at their discography and all that. Mm-hmm. But, okay, so the ones that, I like them all. The ones that really stuck out to me, I'm going to go by their nicknames. The first one was, I think it was pronounced Joop Joop. She was the one that would joke, the one that was chewing. Like
Hyren.
Yes. First of all, beautiful voice. Yes. Absolutely incredible. Her version of You Raise Me Up was super dope. But it was just so funny because that is like, to me, she stuck out to me because that is one of my number one pet peeves is when people chew with their mouth open or smack on their food. And I'm just like, but it's just, she made it seem so cute and funny. And I was just dying. So she definitely stuck out to me and her voice was incredible. Yes. I definitely liked Lee.
Mm-hmm. I think it's L.E.
L.E.?
I don't think it's Lee. I think I could be wrong, but I think it's L.E.
Okay. So L.E., I liked her because I thought it was so funny how she's so fierce on stage.
Yeah, and then such a dork.
But then, like, very much, like, keep it quiet. Like, I leave all the fierceness on the stage. When I get off the stage, like, I'm not about that life.
She's a granny. She's like, I need to lay down. I need to go lay down somewhere. Yeah.
I want to chill. And then, but the one that stuck out to me the most, again, going by the nicknames, was Soul G.
Okay.
She was I believe, last one featured.
Oh, Soul G. Yeah.
Did that incredible song where she just sang her face off, was crying and everything.
She's the leader.
Yes. She literally probably is definitely my bias. Mm-hmm.
She's the one that you kept pointing out, and I feel like almost every time we saw her, she had a red tint to her hair.
Yes, and she just killed it for me. Like her voice, had just, oh my god! And I just thought it was funny because they all, that sisterly bond is there, but it's different. It's not like the type you see with a lot of the other girl groups that we've like looked into. It's just something special. Like it's different. Like it's not, I don't know how to describe it. Like it's just different. And
it's more family than sisterly, if that makes sense, because there is a difference. Like there was like a mom and a dad of the group. You know what I mean? So like there were people who kind of took on, because with sisters, there might be like an older sister, but I don't know. I feel like there's a slight difference in that. Like just the relationships, you know?
I definitely, And I think Another thing that stood out to me was the end of that video.
Yes.
Where they were talking about Solji being out because she had hyperthyroidism, which definitely takes an effect on you. But it's dope, sure. That, she was able to come back and do a thing. So
that was so sweet. Her surprising them at the 5th anniversary concert. That was really cool. That was really cool.
Fire, because they were not expecting that.
I was like, I know, that's great. I have to say, Solji definitely. What about you? Solji is definitely up there. Her voice that made me cry in that first opening song that they showed, because she was crying. Like when someone feels that music that way, you just can't help but like absolutely love them. I really liked. Honey, the gay goggles.
Oh my god!
I was dying at her, and she was like the Opa, like very sexy but dorky. I love that so much. The gay goggles took me out. The gay goggles, like, because she kept doing them. It was so great.
It was the way she did them too. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. And I love that her nickname is Opa. There's usually a girl in the group that kind of has that. It's like Moonbyul from Mamamoo.
Yes.
Kind of that kind of, I don't know what kind of vibe, I guess, but the Opa vibe, I mean, they're all just so funny. I really liked, I liked Junghwa too, for torturing, she tortured her unis, the maknae. I mean, that's kind of the job of the maknae, really.
Literally. I was going to say, like, as the maknae of me and my brothers.
Yeah.
I can attest to that.
Yeah, and I'm the oldest, so. Yeah. Yeah, they're all incredible, and I just really, really enjoyed their music and cannot wait to check out more for sure. So I know you looked up a little bit about their discography because the guide, with these unhelpful guides, they're great for learning about the members, but don't really get into discography and stuff like that. So what can you tell us, Sir B?
I can tell you that they debuted in 2012.
Okay.
And in 2012, they were a 8-member group.
Okay.
But by the end of their debut, 3 of the members they did a lineup change, so 3 of them left.
Okay.
So the 5 that were featured in the guide, which you should go watch that video.
Yes.
Are the main members of the group.
Nice.
So
it seemed that way. Like everything else we watched, like I said, I think that first video there were more members, so that might have been like their debut.
Yes.
And then
And Who's That Girl was actually their debut song.
Perfect. Yep. Then that explains that.
Yeah, but that came out in 2012, but they made their breakthrough with the song Up and Down in 2014.
Which we heard on the Killing Voice and really liked that song. Yeah.
So when that came out, that just kind of like took them to a whole other place. So they have released 5 EPs.
Nice.
And 3 full studio albums. And so they released an album. Basically what ended up happening was there was a period in time where they didn't have a contract in the Korean side of the music industry, so they were only releasing they only had a deal to release their Japanese albums.
Okay.
So
I did see Sony Music at the end of one of the videos we were watching anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So they so there was a period in time, so their full studio albums were all released. The first one was released in Korea, but the other 2 were released in Japan.
Oh.
And then it was in September of 2022 that they ended up going independent with Sony Music Korea and releasing their 10th anniversary single albums. And
that's what the song Fire came from.
Yes.
Which was great.
So that was their last release as a group. And I was actually trying to see if they had anything coming up or if they had like a comeback planned, but I haven't seen anything yet. And And that was the last thing that was mentioned also on their Wikipedia was that that reunion.
Yeah.
Because they took a break after the pandemic, like I'm sure everybody did.
Yeah.
And then they reunited in 2022.
Nice.
With all 5 members.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really interested in hearing more from them. I mean, 10 years of a career is no joke. You know?
That's like...
Especially when you don't have a contract and everything to still like stay together. I mean, that means they know it's like they need to be together. You know what I mean?
Like it was meant to be.
Exactly. And you know what? The best groups are like that, you know?
I agree.
Have that bond.
I think it's really interesting too that I just love the idea of how do I say this? I love the idea of how they are so, and I guess just in K-pop in general, at least I feel like I've seen it more in K-pop, is when there is something medically going on with the group member or whatever. I feel like in K-pop, they are way more forgiving and really like work with that member of the group, in my opinion, compared to what I've seen in
I think
Western
it
music.
Really depends on the company.
Yeah.
I think it depends on the group. And I mean, you could see even in that guide when they were talking that a lot of fans were like saying, just leave the group and all this sort of stuff. So which
is weird. I don't know. I mean, maybe I don't understand because maybe there's like a back history.
Well, what I think is they were thinking that because she was out, they weren't doing anything, and so it was like hurting the group.
Oh,
do you know what I mean? Because I'm not sure if they released, because at that time it sounds like they were not independent, but only releasing through Japan.
Yeah, and it said
so they may not have been able to do much. You know what I mean?
Okay, because it said that they continued on as a 4-member group, but maybe they couldn't do as much as if all 5 members.
Yeah. Or kind of holding themselves back a little bit and waiting for her to come back. You know what I mean?
Which is
it's tough. It's really tough, you know. But yeah, I think it really depends on the company and the group and that sort of stuff. Because I have heard of a couple instances of people going out and then they're, leave the group and this and that. So I think too, it's gotten a lot better over the years.
True.
I feel like maybe 10, 15 years ago, if that had happened, so it's one of those things, like it's definitely getting better. I think as more people, especially now that so much is online for these groups, they do so many videos, they do so many lives, they do so many this and that and the other thing, that I think there's so much more awareness about like how crazy their lives are too.
Yes.
Like it's not like behind closed doors like it used to be.
It's
like,
very like out in the open.
Exactly. Like before they would go and perform or whatever and they would go doing this, but it was like this perfect thing. You know what I mean? And that was their image. Whereas now you get to see this behind the scenes. You get to see them be silly and crazy and that sort of thing,
Yes.
So I feel like that may have kind of changed a little bit too, what people can stay for. So
it also makes me think like also the other thing that stuck out to me in this guide before I forget is how when it comes to them like performing as a group, there was such an ease with it that and the crazy thing is, like, we didn't see a lot of their performances, but in the moments that they did show, there was just such a, like, it was just easy. Like, it wasn't, like, it didn't seem forced. It didn't seem like, it just seemed like it was natural. You know what I mean?
In the Killing Voice, too, they were just, like, having the blast, you know what I mean? Like, having a great time with each other. They automatically all would fall into the choreo. And, like, you could just tell that they'd been doing this for 10 years, and knew each other like the back of their hands, knew each other probably better than themselves.
Listen.
And that makes for, like, such a fun performance,
I definitely... Because now I can't get out of my mind the gay goggles. Like, that's all I'm thinking about.
That was so great. That was great.
So I have a very interesting.
Okay, I'm very interested to hear about your Bees Nectar of the Week.
Yes, I have a very interesting Bees Nectar of the Week because let me just explain what Bees Nectar of the Week is.
Yes, let's do that.
So Bees Nectar of the Week is a segment in the show where, as you guys know, we have a featured artist every Wednesday, and we, feature their MVs and see the guide and everything. Yep. And as we're going over that, I'm sitting here thinking in the back of my mind, all right, so I wonder what artists outside of the K-pop realm would fit in the same vibe or represent this group that we're featuring. And it could be a solo group, whatever. And then I usually give Kay some hints about who they think it might be.
I have no idea. If you hadn't already used Spice Girls, I would have used Spice Girls.
I would have used, I was going to use Spice Girls.
Just because of like the way they interact and everything too.
Yes. But. So.
Okay. All right. What are my hints?
Okay, so the group that I picked, it is a female group. Okay. It's going to be a little bit harder. Okay. Because I really had to dig into my bag for this one. Okay. And this group is how do I say this? A 90s group. Okay. So probably not going to late 80s, early 90s. Okay. They were founded by David Cole, who is basically CNC Music Factory.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right.
So. And one of the members is very well known to this day.
Oh, it's Michelle Visage's group, isn't it? Oh, what's their name? Oh, God. What's the name? I should know because I've watched Drag Race and she brings it up every time. Oh, what is their name? Oh, I can't remember their name, but that's the group, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Yes.
Seduction.
That's right.
So it's a very short bio, but the reason I picked this group is because Michelle Visage, everybody always forgets that she is, like, she can sing.
Oh, she can sing.
She's a rapper.
Oh, nice.
And she was also a part of another group that was on the Bodyguard soundtrack.
Right. Oh, that's right.
And she was the rapper on, what's it called? Oh my God, it's a remake of the Bill Withers song. A Lovely Day. Oh, that's what it is. Gotcha. Yeah, so she's the rapper on that song. But I picked them because they reminded me of EXID because one, Michelle always talks about their bond as like sisters, but they were more family than anything. And then also too, just because Ellie's voice is so unique. Yeah. And Michelle reminds me of that, like as being a rapper, because you don't really see Michelle as a rapper, but then you hear her rapping voice and it's somewhat different. Like it's unique. So that's cool. So I'm gonna give you it's a short little bio about Seduction. And it'll tell you their biggest songs. They were intended to be as a studio project. The first track produced, Seduction, later named Seduction's theme on their album, featured vocals by Carol Cooper and was released to the dance clubs and became a top 20 hit on the dance charts. And then the second single, You're My One and Only True Love, featured uncredited vocals by Martha Wash. Yeah. So,
worked with CNC Music Factory as well.
Right. So against its producer's expectations, it ended up becoming a hit. Envisioning a potential hit phenomenon, Cole and his partner set to task of assembling a group of women who displayed talent, sex appeal, and multi-format potential, which enters Michelle Visage. It's Michelle Visage. Michelle. Trying to say that 5 times fast. Michelle Visage. Michelle Visage.
I know, it's tough.
April Harris and I want to say, if I'm pronouncing this wrong, I apologize. It's
Adalis?
Adalis
or Idalis?
De Leon.
Gotcha.
So after the hits of the original songs that Cole produced, that's when they formed this group. Mm-hmm. So the group quickly recorded the album Nothing Matters Without Love and the subsequent singles. And their biggest hit came in early 1990 with Two to Make It Right.
Yeah.
And it was a number 2 pop hit. The music video was credited and produced by the production team of Stu Sleplin and Bob Tiemann. Mm-hmm. In the mid-90s, De Leon left the group and was replaced by Loren. And then after the pair of hits with this lineup, the group disbanded in 1991. Harris owns the rights to the name Seduction and reassembled the group with 2 new members in 2005. So it was a very short-lived group.
Yeah.
And their biggest hit was "It Takes Two to Make a Thing Go Right. It takes two to make it out of sight."
Yeah.
So
I always mix it when you say just the title. I always mix it up with "It takes two to make a thing go right.
Do. It
takes two to make it out of sight." Exactly.
I live. That's like, you know what? Okay. This is a good, little say what section.
Okay, nice.
So the little say what section is like how we like segue into like just a whole different conversation, whether it's about the same thing or something different. Mm-hmm. But I want to give us a little more time on this because you just said something that is so funny. And I want us to try to come up with names of songs that we thought was one song and actually was something completely different.
Jeez.
So, for instance, It Takes Two.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Even though I knew it wasn't them.
Right.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm trying to think of another song.
Two Becomes One kind of messes me up sometimes.
Oh my god!
Even though like I know the song,
it's like you think of like
I always think of It Takes Two. I don't even know. Oh geez.
I think of
Hello, Lionel Richie and Adele.
Yes.
I'm like, because I'm always like hello, and then I'm like. Do I go Lionel Richie or do I go Adele?
Hello.
Exactly. Is it me you're looking for? I usually go Lionel Richie. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes.
But yeah.
Side note: one of the best concerts I went to this past summer was Lionel Richie.
Oh my god, he must be amazing.
His voice. 74 years old, I believe, and came out and literally sold out the TD Garden, home of the Celtics.
Nice.
Murdered it.
Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, no, he's got an amazing voice.
I'm trying to think of
prancy Hermione in the background here. If you hear,
that's
her.
Close to You.
Yeah.
When I hear that, I think of Close to You by the Carpenters.
Yeah.
But I also think
that's what I think of.
And then I also think of The Closer I Get to You. I always, with Roberta Flack and Donny Hathaway, I get those 2 songs mixed up all the time. It is so bad.
I'm trying to think. I know there's one I always mix up with Dreams by the Cranberries. Oh, what's the name of the song that I always mix it up with? Oh, what is it?
Is it Fleetwood Mac?
Maybe.
Because they have a song called
Dreams. That's right. Yeah.
It's like, and that's how you know.
Yeah.
Thunder only comes when it's raining. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that song. But the Cranberries' Dreams. So that's like my dream karaoke song is to find someone who can sing the lower part because I always sing the higher part on it.
Oh, Cranberries?
I love that song so much.
Oh my god.
I want more. Impossible to ignore.
Yes! Oh my god!
I love that song. It's so pretty.
I forgot all about that song.
Yeah. Oh man. The Cranberries still to this day. Dreaming My Dreams is like my ultimate wedding song. Maybe. I don't know.
Really?
My first dance song. It's so pretty. It's like
oh my god.
Dreaming My Dreams with You. It's just so pretty. Although actually a group that we're going to do very shortly for a podcast has a song that's in the running now. and we're gonna do it for the artist of the week. Anyway, that's our sneak preview.
Oh,
Might be next week's artist. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I know. Actually, it's funny because that's a song called "You're Beautiful," and then I was "You're Beautiful."
Oh my God!
With James Blunt, right?
Yes.
But this is a different group, but we won't say what.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Yeah. But yeah, every time I hear, or no, Treasure
all the time. Just the name.
Like Treasure.
That is what you are.
Exactly. We always, every time we're doing a song, we have to start that way.
Yes.
If it's not on camera, it's off. Oh geez, I really didn't think of any. And now
when I
thinking
was,
of so many.
I feel like when people say "When I Was Your Man," when I was your man, there's a song. There's a popular song. I know there's the one that everybody obviously thinks of in this day and age is Bruno Mars.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, When I Was Your Man, I feel like it's a musical song or something.
But yeah, When I Was Your Man, there's another.
It's like clicking somewhere in my brain, and I can't think of how it goes.
This is good brain exercise.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what else. I mean, there's a million songs with like love in the title that like.
Listen.
You know.
I always get confused when somebody mentions. I have to gauge the person that I'm talking to when somebody mentions "I Will Always Love You."
Yeah,
because I'm
Dolly
like, are you talking about
Whitney
Dolly?
Houston.
Are you talking about Whitney?
Yep. Very different. You know what's funny is I only knew the Whitney Houston song for a very long time.
Yep.
I did not know that it was a Dolly Parton song or that she had written it or anything for until I was quite old.
I feel that.
At least in my 20s, you know.
I definitely didn't know that one. I also didn't know. It's So Hard to Say Goodbye.
Yeah.
No idea that it was the Beatles first. I mean, not Beatles. Yesterday. I didn't realize Yesterday. That's what it was.
I was like, no, that was purely Boyz II Men.
No. Yesterday was the
Beatles. Yeah.
And
see, that I knew way before because my mom's a huge Beatles fan. So.
And It's So Hard to Say Goodbye is actually not just Boyz II Men. I gotta look that up now.
Okay.
Because that's another one.
It's so hard.
Yes.
To say goodbye.
It's hard to say.
Oh, you know what? Guns N' Roses did a cover of a Beatles song too. Oh God.
Paul Anka.
Okay, yeah.
Was the original.
Guns N' Roses Beatles. Hold on. What's the name of that dang song? Guns N' Roses Beatles. Live and Let Die. I love their version. But yeah, Live and Let Die Beatles or is it Wings? I can't remember now. Yeah. Anyway, it's.
Oh wait. Okay, so wait, no. Technically, Boyz II Men's "It's Hard to Say Goodbye" came out first, and then Paul Anka covered it.
Gotcha. That's
with
funny.
Celine Dion.
Oh, okay. Okay, I can see that. That's a pretty one. But yeah, there's lots of covers for sure. And yeah, who you know like did it. But yeah, Live and Let Die, I really like that one because I love Paul McCartney's voice on it. And then when Guns N' Roses came out with it, it was just such a cool cover because it's so unexpected.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else. Oh man, that was a good question though.
Open Arms.
Okay, Journey.
Me being a whole Mariah Carey fan, first time I ever heard it, I was like, this is Mariah's song. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And it was like, no, that's a cover.
Yeah.
Same thing.
I didn't know Mariah covered it.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Journey. Oh my God. Another karaoke classic staple. Yep.
There's another song Mariah did that's a cover called Without You.
Okay.
Like, I can't live. I can't live.
Celine Dion.
Living is without you.
I can't live.
It was some guy that did it. I thought
it was Celine Dion. No?
No, although Celine Dion covered Patti LaBelle's If You Ask Me To.
Okay.
But no, it was a guy.
Gotcha. I could have sworn Celine Dion did that song.
Without You.
Wow. Am I losing my mind completely? Probably. But yeah, I could have sworn that was Celine Dion.
No, actually, it's funny. because here we go, Without You.
But I'm hearing it in Mariah Carey's voice.
Yeah, Harry Nilsson.
Harry Nilsson, okay.
Yeah.
He did the lime and the coconut.
Oh, no way!
Yeah, that's him, yeah.
I didn't know that!
Right? That's him, right?
Look, you see, this is us. Trying to get all these musicals, I swear. That's so crazy. I forgot all about If You Ask Me To.
Yeah.
I just might change my mind.
Yeah, coconut. Yep.
Oh my God, you put the lime in the coconut
and drink it all up. It makes me want to watch Practical Magic.
Yes!
I love that movie.
I cannot believe I did not watch it during spooky season.
I know, you know what I didn't need? I didn't watch anything spooky. Actually, the only thing I watched spooky was like some K-pop videos.
You have an addiction.
No, I do. Well, it was for the channel. So,
yes.
You know.
I could honestly watch Practical Magic all day, every day.
I love that
no matter what time of year it is.
So the book is so sad. So there's actually a couple books in like this series. So,
whole series.
And it follows like behind, like after, and then there's one.
Does that curse follow the kids?
So no, but yeah, it's really good, but sad, you know. But that movie is so
I heard that they were bringing it back, that they were going to do another one.
That would be amazing.
And that would be amazing if they have them all come
My favorite part of that is when she's singing, is it Piece of You? Joni Mitchell in the car, Nicole Kidman when she's driving. Yeah.
I love that.
Is it Piece of You? My God. God. No, I can't think even. I swear, but that is one of my all-time favorites.
Yes.
Songs.
Yes.
And the way that she delivers it is so beautiful.
It's so good. It's just, listen, and even in that movie.
Yeah.
It's all that
has a great soundtrack, that movie.
Oh my God. And it's like the
Speaking of Fleetwood Mac, there's a couple songs on there. Well, Stevie Nicks versions, but yeah.
But it's like, it's also just like the way, just like that movie, the way that it embodies family and the term family, everything is just like how EXID does.
Yeah, that's right. Bringing it around, bringing it around. Full circle. Yep, I love it.
They really be doing it. They are so dope. And I hope that they come back out. I hope they have a comeback plan. Me too. That'd be awesome. You know, I think that they definitely, for 10 years,
yeah, absolutely. I can't wait to check out more from them. So we hope you guys leave us lots of suggestions for them, for sure. I really love the ones where neither of us know anything about the group and we just like totally go in blind and then end up totally in love with them.
And you're just like, wait, what?
We're like, wait a minute, what did we just watch?
So good.
Pretty much, if there's a killing voice, we know we're gonna love them.
Yes, listen, facts. And also, I feel like if it's a killing voice, that means that they've potentially been around for a while.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's really dope.
Yeah, that's true. It's not like they're coming out after they debuted Killing Voice, but yeah.
Oh,
but thank you guys, as always, for coming and checking us out. We hope you enjoyed this week as much as we did.
Yes.
We love you so much.
We love you.
We'll see you next time. Bye.